everyone, my name is Milleta. I'm from grade 10B St. Nicholas School, and today I'm going to be doing an experiment on crystallization. Crystallization is a separation technique that is used to separate a pure solid from a solution. Crystallization occurs when a solution is heated until it forms a saturated solution. The solution is then allowed to cool down until the dissolved solids form into pure crystals. The objective of this experiment is to learn more about crystallization and observe the process. Today, I'm going to be making rock candy using crystallization. So, let's get to it. For this experiment, you will need sugar, water, a saucepan, a tall glass, a wooden skewer or wooden chopstick, and a hairpin. Firstly, dip the stick in some water. Next, coat it with some sugar. Once it's coated, leave it to dry. Next, pour the water into the saucepan. I'm using 3/4 cup of water. Then, turn on the stove. Pour the sugar into the saucepan and slowly dissolve it. I'm using 2.5 cups of sugar. Once the sugar is dissolved, let it boil for a while before turning the stove off. After turning off the stove, let the solution cool down. After it has cooled down slightly, pour it into the tall glass. Take the sugar-coated stick and place it in the solution. Use the hairpin to put it in place. Make sure the stick isn't sticking to the bottom of the cup, because the crystals will start to grow from the bottom too. Next, let the solution cool down at room temperature for several days. After a few days, it's time to take the crystal out. Use a spoon to break the top layer of the solution before pulling the crystal out. Let the crystal dry on a plate. And it's done. Crystallization is based on the principles of solubility. A solute tends to be more soluble in a higher temperature of the solvent than it is in a lower temperature of the solvent. So, when the solution was heated, it dissolved more sugar than it would at room temperature, forming a saturated solution. When the saturated solution is cooled down, the solvent can no longer hold all the solute molecules, and they begin to leave the solution and form solid crystals. During the cooling process, each solute molecules approaches a growing crystal and rests at the crystal surface. This is why we coat the stick with sugar before putting it in the solution. What I've learned from this experiment is a lot of factors can affect how your crystal turns out. One of the factors is how fast you cool down your solution. Faster cooling may cause the crystal to trap impurities, and it will also form smaller crystals. Slower cooling will ensure that there is no impurities in the crystals, and it will form larger crystals. Another factor is how much solvent you put in the solution. Adding too much solvent may cause the solution to be too dilute to form crystals. That's all for the video. Thanks for watching. Bye!